Hi, this is Rick Toffin, or Ricky the cat, and it's afternoon on Saturday. I'm gonna let that poor cat go. Saturday, March 25th, I think, 2017. Tomorrow will be a week since the LA Marathon, and I am completely recovered by now. I'm trying to get so my face isn't all speckledy in the trees. Now that's full sun. Okay, anyway, it doesn't really matter. I'm climbing into the tree. There we go. Hey, this is an orange tree, and there's an orange growing right there. Can you see? There's an orange. A nice California orange. So here I am in the orange tree, and it took until at least Thursday for me to feel completely normal again after the marathon. So the muscles that hurt, my feet never hurt at all. It's amazing. It was just the tops of my legs and my calves. That's all that hurt. So I had a lot of things that I wanted to share about the marathon, looking back at it a week later. It's been really weird. I've taken the whole week off running, completely resting. At my job, I had to walk around campus a lot, and probably maybe 2 miles I had to walk up and down really steep hills. So I got a little bit of a workout at work. But I'm gonna look at my notes and get out of this orange tree and tell you all about it. So, one thing I wanted to share about the LA Marathon is my mom helped me a lot. She carried a backpack full of Gatorade and peanut butter sandwiches to the finish line for me. And she helped me walk around and try to find things to eat and restrooms and find where the massage tent was, but the line ended up being too long, so we didn't do that. And she really helped me a lot, so I'm really thankful for all of the help that she gave to me. And I have a lot of notes here. One thing too about the LA Marathon, you have to be okay with a lot of crowds. So at the starting line, it was kind of like a stampede, and so many people crowding around you, and I actually realized I was not in the starting corral. I was outside of it with a big mob of people. None of us were where we were supposed to be. They broke the fence down, and we went through the broken fence to get to where we were supposed to be. That was a little scary. I know sometimes people get trampled in events like that. So you have to be okay with crowds. And just, it's like running in a stampede the whole time, but it's really fun. The first marathon that I ran was a rural marathon way out in the country in beautiful Ojai. I was there this morning, actually. It's so pretty. So yeah, there's different types of marathons, I guess. And I would suggest trying both, because they're both fun in really different ways. And on this course, I was so distracted. I really, your 5 senses are distracted the whole time, and you don't even really realize you're running. It's kind of strange. So I think that's part of what happened with my pace. I was so busy taking in the sights and the sounds and the smells, and even, you know, the gels that I was eating. I wasn't really even noticing the taste of the gel. Usually that's like a big deal, like, oh, what flavor am I going to have now? But it was just kind of sensory overload, which kind of helps to get you through the marathon. And oh, at the starting line, a young lady said to me, "Do you have a YouTube channel?" And I said yes, and she said she had been watching me, and I was so happy. So that was a really fun way to start the race, knowing there was someone there that actually watched my YouTube channel. You know, I have over 600 views for my LA Marathon experience. I don't know why. I think that's great. I'm really happy. Maybe, you know what, next time I will talk more about barefoot running and how to get started and sort of what has worked for me, and maybe some suggestions for just from my own experience. That might be something that would be good next time. I have so many notes. Yeah. Let me stop this so I can look at my notes. Okay, so somewhere between mile 10 and 14, I can't really remember, there was a man talking into a microphone and saying to run to the beat of your own natural rhythm and to trust yourself to go at the right pace. And that was really nice. I really liked that encouragement that they were saying in the microphone. There were a lot of live bands, maybe 5 live bands and tons of DJs, so lots of music along the course. And lots of support the whole way. There were people cheering all around. The only place where there wasn't anybody was when we ran parallel to the 405 freeway. And it was a really strange sensation because it got really quiet and it kind of felt like we'd been deserted, and kind of like this lonely feeling like, hey, everybody forgot about us, and kind of like you had to be strong in your mind then, because that was about mile 20. So things were getting a little bit hard and there was really nobody around to cheer us on. I'm not sure if they weren't allowed in there or what was going on. But the roads were really smooth. Did I already say that? They were incredibly smooth on the LA Marathon course for a barefoot runner. Not a problem at all. The only place it got a little bit rocky was under the 405, so around mile 20 or so, and then a little bit as we were running parallel to the 405, I think. Oh, and there were more hills than I actually anticipated. It was a very hilly course, and I'm good going uphill, so I could feel like this burst of energy, and then I knew we were going uphill because uphills are great for me. And as soon as I felt kind of like this lagging feeling, I knew, oh, we're going downhill. And I have a lot of scrambled notes. Oh, so this was unlike any run I've ever done. It felt like I was touring LA. It was more like a tour. It didn't really feel like a run. It felt like a tour through a city. It was so fun. I was kind of hoping it would feel like that. Let's see. Oh, I'm crumpling up my notes, because I'm kind of in a strange position, so you can see all these flowers behind me. Those are, I think, jasmine. They smell really good. One day soon they will invent smell-o-vision, where you can smell things. So I talked about the crowds and being outside of the corral where I was supposed to be. Oh, and the ground was a little bit rough at Dodger Stadium too. Just kind of like old roads with a lot of potholes and cracks and things like that. So watch your step at Dodger Stadium, especially if you're barefoot. Even with shoes on though, you could trip in some of those big potholes. They'll probably pave it by the next time, I don't know. I think that's it. I'm gonna find more things later. Here, let me turn this off and look some more at my notes. So one final thing that I wanted to say from my notes. Remember how a couple weeks ago I did a 20-mile run in exactly the same clothes that I was going to wear on race day? I really do recommend doing that and having the clothes on that you're going to wear just to see how they feel. The only thing I didn't take in consideration is that in heavy training I lose a lot of weight, and maybe you guys do too. I lost a couple of pounds, and so the clothes fit more loosely than they did when I practiced in them, and so they kind of rubbed my skin raw in a couple places just from having gotten looser from losing weight. So keep that in mind. And this is kind of a scattered YouTube. I was really looking forward to making this and telling you all these great things about the marathon, and now it's a scattered video, but I just think back really happily what a great time it was. I am a little sad that it took me 4 hours and 55 minutes, but on the other hand, that gives me an excuse to go back and try to do better. So I can just see going back. Oh, and they have a marathon at the Great Wall of China. Okay, doesn't that sound fun? Running a marathon on the Great Wall of China. There's a lot of up and downs on there. But it's China. I'm sure it's very expensive, and the LA Marathon is very expensive, you guys. So all of this are things to keep in mind. And another reason to run barefoot, because when you run barefoot, you save all kinds of money not buying shoes. Lots of money. Yeah. So that's my video for today. I usually just upload every Saturday. That's usually the deal for me. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. Please subscribe, please like, and I love comments. And I usually almost always answer comments, so I will love comments. Have a great day.